Well, good morning everyone. I hope you're all having a wicked day. Welcome back to the videos. We are back at Tristan's shop once again working on the beautiful Integra that you guys see behind me. Ronald has come a very long way in the last couple of days. The last video you guys would have seen, we ended up doing a whole bunch of stuff on the interior and painted the entire lot, and it came out so sick. Since we've been doing this, and I'm like, oh look, the car's getting pretty hectic now. I really want to start doing some cool stuff to it. So we've completely deleted the sunroof as well. So that's now going Perspex, which looks absolutely amazing. The next thing we were looking at is like, okay, the car's got a whole bunch of stuff done to it now, but once again, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, just more lightweight than the last time that we took it out on track. So we've got a few little extra mods that we wanted to do. We kind of wanted to make it a bit more aerodynamic, didn't we?
So now that we're light and now that we're rigid and we've got all the stiffening stuff, we're going to need to find a way to keep the wheels planted on the ground for maximum grip.
Yeah. There's mainly one person. That's just, we wanted Alex to make sure we can go around turn one without collecting the inside wall.
Yeah, this is all for Alex.
No, I did have a bit of a joke with Alex. He's the one that put the car into the wall and sort of prompted all this to sort of start happening. But there's a few things we wanted to do in terms of aerodynamics that would, I guess, help the car go around track a little bit faster. Now, there's a couple of things we can do. There's stuff we can do for cooling, there's stuff we can do for downforce, there's stuff we can do for looks. So we're gonna do a little bit of everything today. And yeah, I guess the first thing we could look at is something from Aero, which is pretty sick. So I've been in the works with Alex and the guys from Aero, and we have been producing these little things right here. Now, they don't look like much at the moment, but you guys wait until we do a bit of cutting. Pretty much all of these fins can be bent up, and what we're gonna be doing is putting these in the bonnet for some hood vents. Now, what is the purpose of hood vents? So when all of the air is coming through the front and up through the radiator, now because we have an under tray and because we are going to be putting a splitter on this car as well, which is a little sneak peek for later, we're going to have a lot of air that's going to be sitting inside the engine bay. Now the other thing is, when we were also doing the budget enduro, even though we're not going to be doing any more enduros with this car, it was getting a little bit hot on track. It wasn't really crazy, but I'd like to get those temps down. All of that air that's going to be going through the front, through the radiator, is now going to be coming out through the top of the bonnet and going over the top of the car. You never want to be introducing more air underneath the car because that can sort of unsettle it. So getting as much air up and over the top as possible is the way we're going to be going. So these vents right here, or these hood louvers, I guess, are going to be getting bolted into the bonnet, and they are going to look so sick. We're going to paint them all black, cut them all out. They're going to be super nice. So the sunroof, we're going to be doing just a sheet of Perspex. Now, it's not going to be crazy, you know, it's like 3 mil thick. It's hopefully not going to catch too much air. I'm going to be bolting that all in today, so doing a whole bunch of drilling and bolting them all in. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Once again, a huge amount of weight out of the top of the car, and then also it's tinted, so it looks really sick. But it's not going to be too hectically bright inside the car, which I love, even though we have painted it all white. It's going to be blinding, but that's exactly what I want. The next thing we're going to be getting to is this. What style is it again? What style wing? I think it's a Mugen wing. Or is it a Type R wing?
Type R.
Type R, yeah, so it's just like a zero offset Type R wing. So I picked this up because the car looked terrible without it, and this wing is, I don't know, it's not mounted very well. I couldn't imagine it was doing absolutely anything on track whatsoever. I've been looking around on Marketplace, and there's been a few wings that I've wanted. I was looking around and getting a brand new wing, but pretty much every single thing online that I found was, I don't know, they were like between $1,000, $1,500 and stuff like that for like a proper wing.
Yeah, so the good ones sort of start about $1,000. You can get a wing from $100 to 10,000, and we found that the cheaper ones don't have any actual aero benefit.
Exactly right, yeah. So, I mean, we could just jump online and once again go onto places like Zero Offset or something similar and get a wing that's going to work, but at the same time, it's going to have no aero benefit whatsoever. So I'm just like, you know, not really doing anything. Anyway, I was talking with the guys at work, and I'm just like, hey, look, I really want a wing for the car. Everyone jump on Marketplace, we'll go have a look, and then someone out the back's like, I have a wing. It turns out he had a huge APR wing. He had it, and it was like $400. He had it on a Lancer, and it's sick. But yes, this wing actually has some proper aero benefits. they've done a whole bunch of wind tunnel testing with these wings to actually make sure they do produce some form of downforce, which is sick. It's full carbon. The entire construction is all carbon. It comes with these, oh God, it comes with all these risers right here, which I can adjust the actual wing angle, which is so sick. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to re-clear it. So it was really cheap. Yeah, I think these are like a $2,000 wing. It's a GT 200 or GTC 200 wing. So it was built for a certain class, I believe in Japan, which is a GTC 200.
It's got the right amount of, so this profile, show them the profile on the side.
Yes.
That's the NACA profile.
Yes, so that profile right there. So that's going to give us hopefully a whole bunch of downforce, and then also the center of the wing as well, which yeah, it's got a nice sort of not so aggressive profile in the middle, but I'm not quite sure I know what I'm talking about. But I've read up a little bit. Apparently this is a good thing, so we'll see how we go. Also comes with these massive big carbon end plates, but we might be making something a little bit different in the future. But for now, we're just going to chuck these back on. But before we do any of that, this needs to get a full recondition. I'm an absolute mess, but my bonnet definitely isn't. Look at that! Wow, Tristan. Killed it.
How crooked are they?
Very. No, look good. Ronald's looking sick. As you guys can see, we've cut. It's basically over the dizzy and then over the cover as well. But you can also see that when it comes over these fins, it's going to be a low pressure zone, which is going to suck the air out then up over the roof, which is so sick. Well, how good do these look? Oh my God, they look insane. Way better than I ever thought they would look. Yeah, they look absolutely insane. I'm so stoked. What do you reckon?
Knocked it out of the park, crushed it.
Well, you did the whole thing. I didn't do anything, I just bolted it in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Knocked it out of the park.
If I did it, it definitely wouldn't look that good, trust me. We got some tape on the boot. Tristan's holding a huge wang, which he's very used to.
And also this wing.
But yeah, so we're gonna bolt it onto the car right now. It's gonna be great fun. I completely missed it with the markings for that. You can sort of see what we're getting at here. So we're gonna make some marks. We're gonna quickly measure this up, put it on the car, and then yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Last couple of bolts up now. Alrighty-o. What does she look like? Oh yes. I dig it so much.
That's fast.
Rightio, the 3-bolt dash is about to go back in place. Oh, it looks so good. So, got a couple of things to do. I'm basically going to trim out these with some carbon and just place them out. I got a little bit of Raceworks carbon left over, but look how good that looks. There's just nothing there. The thing is so light now. So there's a few things we'll need to adjust whilst at the track, mainly that rake on the actual, on the wing itself to see just how much angle we need to put on it, make sure that we can keep it all nice and steady, make sure that we can try and keep it nice and fast on the straight, whereas, you know, not putting too much, you know, pain on it through the corners. So aside from that, this thing is looking absolutely incredible. But no, this thing, yeah. I'm so excited about it. Look, Tristan even fixed my door handles. They work. So yes, interior is now back in. Now with the cage, depending on what we're gonna do, we might have to chop out some of the doors here. So probably like the bottom half all the way up and then probably just straight through there or something we'll probably chop off. Aside from that, everything on the interior is looking super clean at the moment, so absolutely stoked. New wing is on. Man. This thing is so much fun to work on. Alrighty guys, well I am off for today, but before I go, I just want to say a massive thank you once again to Tristan from Spool Art for helping me out with this build right here. You guys can go down and pretty much any part you guys see on this car, you can head to Spool Art in the comments and go grab some stuff. Race car parts are the best car parts, and even just like little things like this, they are so much fun and they look sick. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's still yet to happen to this car in the next video. Most likely we'll be doing the rest of the interior, getting that all ready for the cage. So basically I'm going to put the entire interior in and mock it up, which also means we need some seats. So seats are coming in very soon. We also have the roof that unfortunately I need to order some longer bolts for. So yeah, I'm going to do that very shortly. Probably just get like some 40mm bolts or something similar and get them all fixed so that way we can put the sunroof in. Aside from that, everything is looking absolutely amazing. So once this is all done, we're going to go give it a beautiful big bath because it deserves it. But yes. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.